start.
Good day.
My name is Christine Kathleen Gaiki. We are an international finance group, and I am with Refilore,
Winnie Hadima, and we're going to be presenting on
Various stages of research writing.
Of research writing, which can be defined as a systematic process of collecting, analyzing, and presenting information to answer a question or solve a problem. The structure includes topic, introduction, research problem, objectives, hypothesis, literature review, discussion, recommendation, and conclusion. First in the list we have a topic, which is the main theme or subject being discussed. Choosing a research topic is the first and most crucial step in the research process. According to Godfrey, a good topic helps avoid the researcher being overwhelmed and ensures better focus. In addition, Tracy advises topics that align with academic goals to sustain interest throughout the research being studied.
Today, I'll be taking you through introduction and the research problem when it comes to writing a literature review. First off, we have our introduction. This is a statement that provides the background information of your study, and it also establishes its relevancy. Here, according to our document, it states that a key introduction should have key terms that state the research and outline the structure of the And next up, we have our research problem. This is a statement that identifies gaps within your studies. It also identifies specific issues that would be establishing the foundation for your research questions and your hypothesis. And according to our document here, our author date 2018, it highlights that when it comes to identifying your research problem, you're supposed to have it through prior knowledge and also have it supported by your comprehensive literature review, and also have different authors and researchers that you can refer to.
Objectives. These are outlined goals that a researcher seeks to achieve in a particular academic context. They have to be SMART. SMART stands for S, specific, M, measurable, A, attainable, R, relevant, T, time-bound. Specific, clearly defined and focused on a certain skill area. Measurable, allows progress to be tracked and assessed. Achievable, goals have to be realistic based on individual resources. Relevant, they also have to align with individual goals and needs. Time-bound, specific deadlines or time frame for completion. Moving on, we have a hypothesis. This is a guess or an assumption that a researcher makes before starting the research. According to Creswell, a hypothesis is an educated guess which gives direction to a research. It also helps narrow the focus of study. Moving on to a literature review. This is a section of academic writing where you analyze, summarize, and evaluate existing researches, books, articles, or other sources related to the chosen topic. A literature review shows what is already known, debate gaps and contradictions exist. Research design. This is the overall structure and plan of a research study. Its purpose is to provide step-by-step specific directions for the procedures in a research. It also enables the researcher to go beyond statistical results. Discussion. This is where you interpret and explain the meaning of the results and connecting the results to the original research goals and relating them to earlier studies. According to Philpott, this part is mainly used to clarify the meaning of your findings and point out any limitations in the research. It is not only about summarizing these results, but offering insights and reflection.
Conclusion. The conclusion is the final section where you summarize what the reviewed research reveals and show how it connects to your own study. It wraps up the conversation of past research and opens the door for you. The purpose of a conclusion in a research is to summarize key findings from the reviewed studies. It also highlights patterns, gaps, or contradictions in the literature review.
Next order of business are the recommendations. These are the suggestions that a researcher gives after completing the study. Wunderman recommends that they must be tied directly to the results and conclusion of the research and should also be realistic and doable. Saunders, Lewis, and Thornhill emphasize that well-crafted recommendations show the value of the research and can influence the decisions that are being made. Last but not least, we have the conclusion, which is a statement or judgment reached after considering all the information that is there in the study or discussion. It is simply the final part where everything is summarized, decided, or resolved.
And in our final section, we have our reference list. This is where all the authors, books, articles, and years they have been published are listed in order to give respect to the information that was either paraphrased or stated in that document.
And this is the end of our presentation.
Thank you.